Let me try this. All of that talking. All of that. I'm putting you back in the green room. I'm putting you back down. We're about to start over. Welcome, everybody. We are live. Welcome, welcome. We ask that you share this broadcast, share this link because we got a special show for you today. I was looking for the button up here that said live and I didn't see that. And so that's what made me think, ooh, are we live or not? But okay, those of you who are on, share, 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 share. We appreciate it. Okay, can you see it? Oh, I don't know if that might be somebody else. Anyway, we are here. So if you're on Facebook, share this link on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, share this link on YouTube. If you are on Instagram, share this link on Instagram because we are here. And I'm going to put the link in let me think, how can I do this? I'm going to try to put the link in here so that you guys can share it also. But we have a wonderful show for you today. Altomesha Peoples this is launch day for her. She is, and I said it earlier, if you guys heard me, forgive me, but I think we are back where we're supposed to be. This is launch day. So she is actually getting her, this is her debut show. And so we're here to talk about it and we wanted to share. Now she's in the green room. We're going to bring her up. We're doing this all over. It's so funny. All right. Welcome.
Hey, hey.
Her virtual round of applause. Thank you for being here.
Let me
share, like and share to every page that you can, because we're coming on a little late. This is why I'm saying we've had so many technical difficulties, challenges, things of that nature. But where there's a will, there's a way. We didn't stop. And because this is important. And I feel like when there's something great that you need to put forward, let this be the first message of our conversation. Perseverance. Do not stop. If there's something that you have planned to do, something that you wanted to do, something that is in your heart, of course, challenges are going to come because it's almost like you're going against the wind. You're going against the grain. So the fact that we have persevered and we are on is a testament to really what this whole launch day is all about. There will be things that will come in and try to deter you. But hey, we want to say hello. Hey, hello. Thanks for being here. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Monique, appreciate the prayers. Keep praying for us, girl. We're doing it. We're doing it. Go ahead and share, everybody. This is launch day and we are excited about what's happening. Okay, Misha, let's see. The Smiths, where y'all at? Where are you watching from? Tell us where you're watching from.
Yes, where are you watching from? Tell us.
Yeah, is it Smiths, Alabama, or Smiths? Is that the first name? Tell us where you're watching from. Let's see who else is here. Hey, Misha's recognizing everybody. Appreciate all of you who are on. Please share. Like I said, we've jumped through a couple of hoops just to be in here. And so we are here and we want to make sure that we give you a good message and just share some insight with you. You guys are watching from Atlanta, Georgia. We appreciate it. The parenting guru. If you guys have any questions while we are talking, please feel free to put those questions in the chat and we'll put them down here and we'll answer them as best we can. If we don't know the answer, we'll find out the answer for you. How about that? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Altomesha, tell everybody who you are, kind of what you're doing, and a little bit about your dynamics before we get into why you started this business and where you're going from here. But tell us the name of the business and, kind of what's going on from there. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Altomesha, but Misha for short. Thank you guys so much for joining. Sorry, again, we are late. We had some technical difficulties. It want to be difficult, but we winning. In the end, we winning. And that's why we had to say, girl, come on and get up, because that's the name of it. But I am a mother of two boys. They are 7. They are twins. And they are something else. They keep me on my toes and I work full time. This organization is called AE Incorporations. The A stands for my first name, Altomesha, and the E is my middle name. I'm telling y'all a secret, Elizabeth. But AE and 3 things, and this is something that me and my sister talked about, but always encouraging, always enlightening, and always empowering. So always doing that for women everywhere. Men too, but women got my heart. So that's a little bit about me. And I'm just excited. I'm excited, and I can't wait till we dive in and you guys get to know more about AE and corporations.
All right, we're excited. And you mentioned, well, let me back up with this. As you guys are sharing the broadcast, this is what I want Altomesha to do and everybody else that's watching, because we are creating a tribe here. Just woosah, girl. Just take a deep breath. We are here. You are here. Congratulations. You did it. We have to learn to pat ourselves on the back for each and every accomplishment that we make. This is huge. How do you feel? Because as you mentioned, this is launch day for you. How do you feel about what you've gone through to get to this point? Even the challenges that we've had this morning. Talk about how you feel about getting to this point right now.
This point, if somebody would have told me a year ago that I would be right here doing this very thing, I would have said, find somebody else to do it, not me. But what it took to get here, definitely perseverance, just like this morning. And the crazy thing is, I worked last night. I got off at 6:00 this morning. I have not been to sleep yet. But this is what hard work does. You get up and do what you're supposed to do. But definitely, man, a lot of tears, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of pushing. And this started off with an ideal. So I never would have thought I would have got to this point. So this morning I was a burst of tears, but they were good tears. They were just me thinking about what it took for me to get to this point, and just the overwhelmness of love and how God literally put the people and the things in my lap. So it was easy. He made it easy for me to do this. And I'm so grateful, because he could have chose anybody, but he chose me.
Okay, let's back up and talk about the name. You mentioned A&E Corporated. You told us corporation or corporated?
Incorporation.
Incorporation. Okay.
Yes.
So you explained what that meant. Why did you decide on this name? Why was that important for you to come up with this name, to use this name rather?
So it's funny because I was at work and like I said, it started off with an ideal, and I said, well, what are we going to call it? What am I going to call this? What is this? What is this going to be called? And so doodling on paper, I just kind of kept writing AE and corporations, like, AE child. I'm like, no, take the last name out. And so AE stuck with me. And the more I looked at it, I felt like God was telling me to focus on, just so y'all know, I'm talking a lot about God, because this is the reason why I'm here right now. But AE, he had me focus on that AE. And even though those are my middle initials, the way I wrote it, it was in cursive. And so the E, when I looked at the E backwards, it's the number 3. And it's just the 3 of us. And so I knew then, like, okay, yeah, this is it. this is what we're going to call this. AE Corporations, which is a big umbrella of what we're getting ready to talk about.
Okay. Now you're talking about Girl Get Up. Now I love that. And a lot of times we encourage our friends, our sister friends, our girlfriends, our mothers, our, family members. Girl, okay, we know that it's hard, but come on, get up. Come on, get up, girl. So talk about that Girl Get Up. Where does that come in at?
So Girl Get Up, I remember standing in my kitchen, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but standing in my kitchen, a year later from transition, and I remember because AE Incorporation didn't come to me first. Girl Get Up came to me first, and I was standing in the kitchen, and I'm like, man, this is tough, but I got to keep going, and so I'm standing in the kitchen, and clear as day, like, Girl Get Up. And I'm like, wait, that's it. Okay. Girl Get Up. Okay. So I said, God, if this is it, I'm going to be 10 toes down, and I'm going to be 5 hands down, and we're going to rock with it. And so constantly telling myself to get up. And it's so much meaning behind it because when you go through a transition like this and you're going through something traumatic, um, most of the time you're down. And so after that, it was a lot of me saying, girl, get up. Like, and it's funny because that's how I talk to myself. Girl, quit playing, or girl, get up. And so I said, Jesus, he my homeboy, and that's daddy, so he know how to speak to me. That was it right there. Girl, get up. Okay, that's it. That's what we gonna rock with. And so we did. And then it was like I seen it everywhere. Okay, confirmation, because I'm stubborn. I gotta hit 8 brick walls. Somebody from around the corner gotta tell me. I don't know, I'm just stubborn. He know me. So that's where it came from. Standing in the kitchen, um, December 28th, 2020. 2022 is the day that I got that whole revelation. Girl, come on. Girl, get up.
Wow. That's important for you to remember all those dates too, because those are markers for you
Mhm.
to realize where you've come from, how far you've come, and where you're going. Let's talk about what you mentioned that AE Incorporated is the umbrella, but let's talk about what we're launching today. Just kind of give us the cliff notes of it, the broad strokes of it, and then we'll delve into bit by bit. So, overall, what are you launching today? Tell the people.
Overall, this is Girl Get Up. Girl Get Up it's an organization to help women that are divorced, separated, single parent, to help them get up and help them, let them know that there's life on the other side. Yes, things will come your way. Yes, you have trials and tribulations, but you're able to overcome it. And it may not look like it because you're in it in the moment. But the minute that you make your mind up that, you know what, this is hard, but I'm gonna keep pushing. And so, girl, I got to get up. And know that there's life on the other side. And if you let go of those negative emotions, so many doors can open for you. And the thing about this is that every step or every transition I have had to go through. So if I can prevent um helping other women to go through the things that I had to go through, and I think it's why I had to go through these things, um, is to let people know, girl, you're not by yourself. I done been there, done that. And just to help them and let them know that, girl, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And there's rainbows and sprinkles on the other side. Um, and so many doors will open. You know, doors may have been closed before, but you'll be able to swing through those doors with, you're gonna take off running through them doors. That's just what it is.
So, Girl Get Up, you mentioned, is almost like a, I don't want to say a mentoring program, but like a support group, mentoring program for people who are going through this transition of
Right.
divorce. So, talk about some of the things or elements that you've kind of carved out within this whole process that you're inviting people to join you in.
Okay, so Girl Get Up, it's also and we'll come back to it, but Girl Get Up, I created a 15-week course. And in this course, it's called Girl Come On and Get Up. Every week starts with girl. So these are things that I had to walk through. And I don't want to tell it all because you just got to sign up for it. But the first week is Girl, Who Am I? Man, girl, who am I? Going through this transition, I had to find Misha all over again. Um, when you have been married for so long and then you go from married to not being married, um, you just kind of, you have to rediscover yourself. And so I had to rediscover me. I had to know, um, what is Misha like? Misha used to like that. Do I still like that? What makes me mad, or what makes me happy, or what kind of movies do I like? And those things are so simple, but you don't ever stop to realize, like, man, what is it that you like? And who are you? Who are you? Because if you're a mom, or if you're an auntie or whatever, those are your titles, right? But you need to know who you are as a person in whole. Like, who are you? So that's a question, and I had to let it sit there and resonate. But writing that out was like, man, I just can remember that whole transition and digging deep, and it caused me to isolate, but in a good way. It was needed to kind of back away and get to know me instead of having all this. And so, yeah, who am I? That's the first week.
Okay. Let me back up a little bit to some of what you said about isolation. Some of
Mhm.
us try not to do that, even when we're in a good place. Being isolated is something that we push against. The other thing is, who am I? And you said you let it sit there and almost marinate. So, talk about just to elaborate on that a little bit. How the thought process and some of the things that or questions you had to ask yourself to discover who you were. I know you mentioned, do I like this? Didn't I like this? But I mean, some of that, not the surface stuff. And you don't have to be vulnerable to share your
Mhm.
innermost thoughts. But I'm saying this for people who are watching, because I think that it is important for us to realize that when we transition or as we grow, that there
Mhm.
are times when you have to retreat and really do some self evaluation. So, kind of talk about that in broad strokes, if you can.
So isolation. I had to isolate a little about me. I'm a PK. I'm a pastor's daughter. And so if you can imagine, we were we grew up not, you can't let everybody know what's going on, or just family business. You don't let everybody know because everybody can't handle it. And so for me, I isolated because one, um I'm going to be very transparent, and this is like practice. I have to. And so I was embarrassed. I was shamed, um, scared what other people would say. Um, and if I had to be totally honest with myself, I think part of my life I lived for other people, even my parents. And so I had to isolate myself and let God help me get to a place where Misha needed to know Misha. Um, we like to, it's almost like you looking in the mirror at yourself. We like to look at, like now I'm like, oh, she cute. And then even in the morning, like, oh, okay. But baby, the minute that zit comes, you be like, I don't want nobody to look at me. I don't want nobody to see that. Or you get a little mark, or I call my cycle Tatiana because she do too much sometimes. And so, Tatiana leave a little mark here and there. And it's like you don't want nobody to see the naked you. You don't want nobody to see the, as we say, that ain't cute, that's ugly. Um, but for me, I had to, it was like I was peeling those layers and to look in the mirror at myself and say, you know what, this is what it is. And you just have to deal with it. And nobody can help me know Misha other than Misha. And it's knowing those ugly facts that I tried to hide, or that you even out there maybe try to hide, but you have to be honest with yourself, because true healing starts when you come to terms and say, you know what, I need to work on that. These are things that I need to fix, or these are things that I need to that I could do better on, so that I could be a better version of me. Because ultimately, that's what I'm trying to do. Help these women get to the best version of themselves. And so it was peeling those layers back, a lot of crying. And this is funny because this journal, so I believe in journaling, and even going to therapy. Yes, I went to therapy. We're big on journaling. And so uh the first page in here um was January 1st, 2022. And I remember saying, man, I'm writing this journal. I don't know how I'm going to make it to January 2nd, but I'm going to try. And so I always keep these journals for a reminder of the person Misha used to be, um, compared to now. And so it's peeling back those layers. And isolation, yes, people tend to say, oh, it's not good to isolate yourself. You should always be around people, but those people can't help you. You have to be able to dig deep and dig deep on the inside and peel those layers back and get to the you. Because nobody can help you be you but you. um, and with God, because He will show you when God show you about you, you like, dang, like I didn't want you to do it like that, but okay. That's something I got to work on. Okay, got it, check. And so yeah, that was it was needed. And it's okay to isolate yourself. Just don't do it for a long time and let somebody know, at least one person. Hey, I'm dealing with something. I just gotta back away, but I'm here and check on me every blue moon. But I definitely it's definitely needed. Don't feel like it's not okay to do it because it is okay. Because baby, when you come out, they're gonna be like, who is that? Hey girl.
I love that. Now talk about what would you tell, because you're a couple months, a couple years out of this, well, from where you started, let me say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back from where you are now, what are two things you would say to that person that you were when this journey started? And I'm asking you this because I know that there are people who are listening who need to hear the encouragement that you would share with your younger self as you started that journey. Because when you start, you're in a fog. You don't know
Mm-hmm.
what the outcome is going to look like. But
Yes.
as you've come to this point and you started your business, this 15-week course, and I'm sure what you're going to share is going to be a part of this course that people can join and be a part of. And we're going to talk about where they can sign up, where they can meet. I mean, you got office space, you got a phone number, everything. I'm telling you guys, give her a virtual applause because this girl has gotten herself up and she is doing it. So back to my question though, we'll get to all that other stuff.
Right.
What would you tell yourself, the person who's standing at the beginning of all of this, coming from the person that we're talking to now?
Man. So many things. Let me see. You're human. That's first thing. You are human. We're so programmed to go, 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 right? And if you're anything like me, you're like, okay, I can't show emotion. I can't cry. I gotta hold it all in. So my younger self, I would tell my younger self, or when the process first started, girl, you're human. And it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to not hold it in, because in the beginning for me I held a lot of it in. Um and it's okay to let it out, because when you hold it in, it's not gonna do you no good no way. You're gonna somewhere in the mix, you're gonna cut up somewhere. So don't hold it in. You're human. And actually take the time to work on you. People, we have this cliche that you're crazy if you go to a therapist, or you're crazy to get help. So I told you guys I was going to keep it real and keep it 100, and I don't care, because at this point I'm going to have to do it anyway. So tell that, go find somebody else to do it. I'm going to be 100% transparent, and because I have to, and it's going to help somebody else. But I actually started therapy before by myself, before before we transitioned into divorce. I was going to therapy before that, and that was me finding me, things that I didn't know about myself. And if my therapist is watching, I love you, but just to make y'all laugh, when I first went in there, I told her, I said, I'm just here because I told my people I was coming. I'm just here. So you do what you got to do, because that's your job. And I'm here. And what we got, like a whole hour? Okay, bet. I'm going to sit here and you just do your thing. She was like, that's how you feel? Period. Yes, I'm just here. Man, by the time that thing was over, I was crying, snot, tear, everything. I said, girl, you the real MVP. You the real MVP, because I said I was gonna be a thug, and you made me not a thug today. I'm a whole punk out here in these streets, and it's cool. It's fine. But I'm so glad that I did do therapy. I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't um getting help is healing, believe it or not. And like I said, people would say you're crazy for getting it. I say you crazy if you don't. That's just me. And I'm sticking to it. Because it's needed and it's okay if you talk to someone because you're peeling back layers. Typically, when you things that happen in your childhood, um your that thinking, if you don't deal with it, it will bleed over into your adulthood. It will bleed over into your relationships. It will bleed over with your children. It just all of it. It will bleed over. So you deal with it then so that you could be the best version of you. And so I would have told myself, yes, keep going. Because I did stop for a little bit, but then I went back. So keep going. Whether it's coaching or life coaching or therapy, whatever the case may be, yes, I am for it. And being vulnerable, being letting those emotions out because they got to come out somewhere.
And they will come out somewhere. A lot of times people have ailments because of the things that they're holding in and carrying. But you're right. Anything that's alive, your emotions are alive that you don't deal with, it's going to come, like that pimple you mentioned, it's going to come out somewhere.
Yes.
It's going to come out in some kind of disease or ailment in your body. So a lot of people are giving you a round of applause, telling you that they're proud of you. You're doing an awesome job, even with us even talking. So excited about us even having this conversation. And you're doing a fantastic job. We are so very, very proud of you. You mentioned, well, let me say this. She posted that this course is needed for so many women. You mentioned the first topic because this is a say 15-week course.
15-week course. Mm-hmm.
Talk about some of the other topics. You don't have to give out the details, but some of the other topics that you're going to address during this course.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all sometime. No, I'm gonna do it, but
you don't have. Well,
y'all listen. No, I give them 3. Well, I told
okay.
you 3 weeks. But baby, y'all got to take the course.
Right. So well, let's do this. Talk about the subject matter. You don't have to give the name of the course. Talk about the subject matter that you're going to talk about.
Well, the course is called "Girl, Come On and Get Up." Okay. And it's just "Girl, Come On and Get Up." It's a 15-week course. So with this course, I'm only taking 15 women. And the reason why it's 15 is because I need to be able to touch and reach each and every one of them. Now, this course is so very near and dear to me because y'all, God gave me this course, but I created it all on my own with a book, not on my own because he helped me, but I actually created a workbook to go with the course. And so I'm super excited. And the first week is Girl, Who Am I? And let's see, I want to pick a good one. How
did you come up while you're looking for the topics? How did you come up with the different topics that you're going to utilize during the 15-week course?
Okay, so one of my angels. So the people that that God placed in my life along this journey, I call them my angels. So 2 of them we met, and one of them I actually work with. And so she came flying around the corner. She was like, "Girl, I was driving here and God showed me this vision." And I was like, "Okay." I'm at work, so I'm like, "Okay, what he showed you, girl?" I got to act stuff out for y'all. And so she said, "We were at your house and then this happened and God said do boop, boop, boop." I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, yeah, we could do that like this month, January. She's like, "Yeah." And she was like, "But he gave me a date." I was like, "Okay, well, what's the date?" January 21st. I said, "Really?" Now, if you guys know, in January you fast, right? It's a 21-day fast. So we met on January 21st. And he gave me every single topic. I literally got every single week. Wow. And it's funny because the weeks that's in this course is literally everything I experienced. And so let's see.
That's awesome.
This is a good one. Week 7. Girl, you want me to do what? Forgive? See, here's the thing. We can't even go into detail because you just gotta take the course. But I'm just saying, weeks.
But listen, saying forgiveness, that's a whole, box of, that's a whole, Pandora's box within itself.
Man. I mean, when he gave me this topic, I was like, oh, that's what we're doing? Okay. Girl, you want me. And so all of them start with girl because that's how God talked to me. Girl. Yes. So girl, come on and get up. It's only right. So yes, week 7 is girl, you want me to do what? Forgive? Okay. And then week 8, girl, this is getting lonely.
Wow.
This is lonely. It's just me and my pillow. That's it. But like I said, you gotta take the course. You gotta take it, and we can talk more about it. But
that's good. Now, so far you talked about who am I, forgiveness, loneliness, and that's only just a couple of the topics.
That's only a couple. I give one more. Girl, how do I date myself and do self-care? Because that is so important. Now that's a good one right there.
That is a good one. You got to keep up with all these messages that are coming in. People are just agreeing with you and applauding you. Self-care, forgiveness, who am I? But all of these things, and then this is the funny thing, you're doing this course for people who are, divorced, going through divorce, things of that nature. But all of the topics that you've talked about so far are things that people need in general. So I feel like even if you haven't or aren't going through that process, there are things that people can gain by just being a part of this 15-week course, because not only are you going to talk about self-care, forgiveness, who am I? How do I basically move forward? But you're also going to connect with a tribe of people. These people are going to be your tribe. And there's something that's important when you come together in community and you know that you are not alone, and you're only taking a few people. So elaborate on that. You talked about it a little bit, but elaborate on why you're keeping this such a small bunch of people.
So 15, only 15 people, because if you know anything about me, and you guys will learn to know me, I'm a very touch reachable person. And so I need to be able to connect with them on a real intimate level. And if it's more people than that, it's hard. You kind of get lost a little bit within. And I need to be able to make sure you're understanding the material and understanding you. And the thing about me too is that if you signed up for this course and you came in and you like, girl, before we start, I need a moment. Guess what I'm gonna do? Get on my hands and knees. And if you need to cry, then that's what we gonna do. And so the intimate is that's what I was given. 15. I am doing it virtual, but virtual is like 5. And so the same concept in person is the same concept online. But I need to be able to get to the heart and make sure, because what we're doing is we're rebranding that heart. And when you come out of this course, you're going to be a totally different person. And so going on the course, along with the course, after the course is over, then we're going to go on a retreat, because you done did some work, and girl, it's time to have fun after that. I mean, just a little bit, but when you come back from the retreat, definitely you'll be a new person.
That is awesome. That sounds so. 15 weeks of being together, meeting people, crying, snotting, learning, growing up, getting strong, walking in limping, but coming out as like a superwoman. And then you're going on a retreat. Talk about what's going to happen at this retreat, as much as you can tell, because we don't want to give it all away.
Right. You can't give it all away. But we'll go and we'll have fun. And so the therapist has offered, before I even said, offered to come and do a session on mental health. So just a little bit of talking, but mostly having fun and making sure that you're being the queen that you are. And so baby, you're gonna wear that 2-piece, because 1-pieces are not allowed. It's 2 pieces, and you're gonna walk on that beach. I can't even tell you where we're going, but it's a beach, but you're gonna go and you'll be able to let your hair down and really it's almost like your that shininess has always been there. But sometimes when you have, like my mom had she used to have that, I don't know, the teapot, and it was like brass, but sometimes you got to clean it. And so with this, it's kind of like, let us dust it off, rub it off, and then you're gonna come out shining. And I mean, you may go somewhere and they like, dang girl, you look different. Like something about you is, so that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to give off, the something about you vibes.
Love that. How can people get in touch with you? Is there an email address? I know I'm telling them to sign up for the Facebook page. Make sure you guys connect with that, because that's when you get all the information, when the classes start and all that. But is there an email address and or phone number that they can?
There is. You want to put it at?
Just tell me what it is. Just say it.
So it's info@girlcomeongetup.com, and phone number. So I have 2 numbers. Give you
info@girlcomeongetup.com. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. info@girlcomeongetup.com. Mm-hmm. They can send you questions. They can connect with you. They can get a part of your email list so that you can send out new things that are happening, all of that. Okay.
Yes. And then the number 803-613-2531.
Now, oh, wait. Okay. 803-613-2531. And then the email address, info@girlcomeongetup.com. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. The thing I thought about too is, not only does she have the email address, what you looking at? Not only does she have a phone number, but she has got office space. Can we give her a virtual applause for that? Office space. You have got to tell us where you are located, and we do not want stalkers, but we are so excited about what is happening for her and what is going on.
So yes, I do have an office space, and I have a space where we're going to hold the course. So the office space is 2101 Central Avenue, Augusta, Georgia, 31904. Is the office space. And after we're done with the live, me and Kim got a surprise for y'all. She probably like, wait, what? We didn't talk about that.
Okay, wait, back up to the address. 2101 Central Avenue, Augusta. What's the zip?
31904.
31904?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure I put it up. You guys put this information down, write it down, keep it handy. Continue to share this broadcast. That's the address. That's her office space. We are celebrating our girl today. This is her launch. I mean, this has been a labor of love. How do you feel? We talked about the challenges that we had this morning. We talked about, some of the stuff that you faced kind of going to get to this point. But taking this woosah moment today, how do you feel right now?
I am overwhelmed. What did I say? Sorry, they're correcting me. See, that's what happens when you get excited.
Let's do it right.
31904.
31904. That's what I said. I mean, that's what you said.
Okay.
31904. I think. Okay, y'all look at it.
That's what I said. 31904. I thought that's what I said.
31904.
Oh, 3090.
Okay. All right. Thanks, tribe. See what I'm saying? All these people that you connect with, and when you're off kilter,
right?
You? Yes. Okay. 30.
Now my sister right here, she gonna get us right every time.
Talk about the importance, because we talked about this too. You mentioned that you're going to have a small group of people during this 15-week course that you guys can be a part of. It is called Girl, Come On and Get Up. It's a 15-week course, and we talked about some of the topics that you're going to address. Who am I? Forgiveness, really, self-care. She's talking about wearing a two-piece swimsuit. So that means that there has to be some exercise courses up in here. I saw somebody wrote something about
they want to know the topics. Okay, you know what? I give y'all the topipics.
Okay.
y'all give
okay,
it
here she is saying it would be helpful so we'll know. Okay, it would be helpful to hear the topics so we'll know what we'll be covering in the course. Okay, come on, Miss Teaches is telling us to get it together.
Yeah, so you the courses are, because I don't want to mess them up and I don't want to put them in the wrong order either.
They don't have to know what order they come in.
You're right, that's what we'll do. They don't have to know what order they come in.
Just scramble them up a little bit so they can just know what they're gonna have when they come in.
Okay, so girl, I'm about to knock somebody out. Girl, let's get these body parts jiggling. Girl, who is here for me? Girl, how do I make these finances shake and move along with this legal too? Brighter days are coming. Girl, how do I not walk in fear and or have anxiety at the same time?
Wow.
Girl, you want me to keep my legs closed?
Wait, look at this one. Girl, get up and reach out for a consultation to find out more about the course.
Yes.
Look, I got to give you snaps on that one. I'm loving that. Yes.
Yes.
And while you're looking at that, let me just go through for those of you who are just getting on. You guys, please share this broadcast because this is some important stuff.
I was just trying to make sure it was on Instagram too.
Say it again.
I was trying to make sure it was on Instagram.
Okay.
They have the link on Instagram.
We are talking about Girl Get Up. We are talking with the founder and the person behind all of this, Miss Altomesha Peoples, who is launching today, sharing publicly what she's been working on behind the scenes. We invite you to join the AE Incorporation Facebook page because that's where a lot of the information will be. So we want you to be a part of that. We're talking about a 15-week course that she has put together. It has come from passion. It's come from her heart. It's come from experience. And God has just downloaded it all to her. She's giving us different topics that we're going to be talking about. I'm saying weird, that she's going to be talking about during the 15-week course. So it's called Girl, Come On and Get Up, that 15-week course. How do you become a part of it? Well, here you go. info@girlcomeongetup.com. Go ahead and shoot that email. Let her know that you are interested. I want to be a part of, let me know. When is this going to start? Do you have a start date? A launch?
June 26th. June 26th.
I'm applauding everything you're doing. You breathing over there, girl. I'm applauding.
June 26th.
June 26th. Right? Yes. That's sister applaud in the background. June 26th, 2023. And that is the first day of class. Correct?
It is. Correct.
All right. June 26th, first day of class. And also the phone number down there, guys. Don't forget that. Jot that down. 803-613-2531. We're going to say first day of class. So people, what's the deadline to sign up?
The 20th. You better come on because it's going to go fast. I feel it.
Because space is limited.
It's limited. That's right. And after this, we'll start, we'll start another course, but we will have, there will be payment plans. So don't worry about that. But you have to reach out. I'm not going to disclose none of that, but there will be other options, should I say. So you're not limited to one option.
Okay, so I'm going to say to register. We're doing this like on the fly, y'all. Y'all good. We're all family here. We're
We
tribe
all family. We all family.
members. So
We're being our authentic selves. That's what we
there
doing.
you go. Just keeping it real, right?
Yes.
So to register, go to info@girlcomeongetup.com or call 803-613-2531. Leave a message. And listen, you guys have until June the 20th, because June the 26th is the first day of class. So the deadline to register is quickly approaching. So make sure you get in. Someone asked about some of the topics so that they'll know basically what they're signing up for. I know that we talked about forgiveness. We talked about who are you. You talked about being
Finances.
finances. Go ahead.
Finances. Getting the body parts jiggling. Um, dating. Dating yourself. The loneliness. Who is here for me? Brighter days are coming. You about to knock somebody out. Here's the thing. It's okay. It's how you feel. You're not gonna don't do it for real, but fear, anxiety. Let's see. How do I tell my kids this still
Oh,
hurts?
let's back up there to children, because a lot of times people are single, not people, women are single moms or single dads, because there are men who go through this who are on the other side of it.
Right.
Um, let's talk about how you manage your children's emotions through the transition that you're dealing with, but it's also affecting them. So they're dealing with it as well. Talk about some of the things that you've done to help your children. And I know it has to be age appropriate, but talk
Hmm.
about your experience.
Man, this is so when it comes to kids, just any parent in general, your heart, you put yourself last, your kids go first. Um, it was something that, let me just say, if I didn't have my village, and when I say my village,
That's important.
um
Absolutely.
I got the best of the best, because my sister is my sister, she's actually sitting over there. I love my sister, she's my rock, but
Listen, let's applaud that for having a village and a sister, right?
listen, yes. She's like their other mother, okay? But she is a counselor, therapist, so she helped me a lot. Me reaching out to other people, anything that I struggled with when it came to my boys, I always would call her first. And she just has a way with words and knows how to calm me down. And she'll, it's just like, okay, well, try this or do this. And even talking to them. But in the beginning, I think with kids, it definitely has to be age appropriate. And I only can speak from experience, but for me, I got on all fours, Indian style. And I sat down and talked to my kids. Some people would say, oh, I feel like you shouldn't tell them everything, or I feel like, but here's the thing. Kids are smarter than what we think they are. And I know mine are, okay. Mine are 7, but they really 17.
Okay, I can attest to that. No, 27. I mean, they came out of the
they're
womb like, where's my car and my driver's license?
they are 27. I
Yeah.
promise you, if they could reach the gas in the wheel, they probably would drive. Uh, but I took us in my closet, and it was a lot of praying, like, God, give me the words. And I make reference to God because anything we do in life, I don't care what it is, you could try to do it on your own, it's not gonna work. Um, and I'm a true testament to that. I solely relied on God, and I had to ask Him to give me the words to talk to my kids. And so it was me getting on their level, their eyesight, standing up, talking to them. No, I got on, we all Indian crisscross in the closet. I let them know that my closet was our safe space. And this is where they can ask me anything and we could be transparent. I would be transparent and I would answer it to the best of my ability. So it was me saying, this is what's going on. This is what's going to happen. Um, it doesn't feel good. Mommy doesn't feel good either. I let them kept my emotions together while talking to them, because we all can't be emotional. And so I let them cry. I let them say how they felt about it, and let them know, here's the thing. Two people love each other, but sometimes two people can't live in the same home. And this is real vital, because even during the process, we still prayed for him, and I made sure they did too. And so it was letting me let them say how they feel. And it's funny because they would never talk outside the closet, but if they wanted to tell me something or if they had something to say, they would instantly walk to the closet. So the closet became our safe space.
Wow.
So I would suggest to anybody that has kids, be open, be honest, and be transparent, because they will appreciate that when they get older. Most of the time, kids nowadays, some of them struggle because the parent wasn't honest. So then you're finding out stuff after the fact. And it's like, man, and most of the time, y'all, they already know. That's the thing. They already sometimes can sense or know something isn't right. And so I never want to be dishonest. I want them to always say, you know what, we didn't like that mom did XYZ, but she kept it 100 with us. And so I can appreciate that. And that's always my goal, and keep them first. Anything that I do, I think about them before I think about anything. And so we got through it. I considered putting them in the counseling. One of them would go to the guidance counselor, and she told me, she said, you're worried about him and he's worried about you. She said, that's the funny thing. He's good. He just worried about you. So I was like, okay, I got to do a better job at controlling this here emotion. But yeah, I would never let them. I think they only could count on one hand how many times they see me break down and get super emotional in front of them. So it's hard, but try to keep it together in front of your kids. This is funny. I remember picking them up from aftercare. The sun wasn't even out. I don't even think it was summertime, and I had on glasses. But I said, they're not gonna see me. And came in the house. They were like, "Mom, the sun is not." I was like, "I know, but the way my eyes set up at the moment, I got to wear these glasses. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go in the bathroom. Go in the bathroom, shut the door, lock it, get it all out, and then come out like, all right, y'all, So yeah, I'm sure in the back of their head they was thinking, it's not even the sun. And we walking in the house and she still got them on. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And so for them, it was the way my eyes sit up at the moment. They need these glasses. So yeah, they matter. And you gotta think about them, and don't let them see, because we all can't be emotional, and you don't ever want your kids to be strong for you. I would want to be strong for them. And so, mama bear come in emotion and action, and kids, I think it would have been a different narrative if I wasn't open and honest with them, because you hear some people say their kids misbehave, or that kind of thing. So I'm grateful to God that mine are, they didn't misbehave, a little emotional, and that's okay. That's to be expected, but they're good. They're good, and that's all I can ask for. If they're good, then I'll be okay.
They really are really excellent children. A couple things that you mentioned, and I wanted you to just follow your stream of thought. I didn't want to interrupt you, but a couple of things that you did, and allowing them to see you even emotional, so they don't walk away from this experience thinking that I've got to be stoic and hard and I can't show emotion. But you allowing them to show emotion, and them seeing you every now and then show emotion. But a couple of things, you said you got down on their level. You didn't stand up over them. You didn't, sit them on the couch and you're standing on the couch. You didn't sit across the room. You sat on the floor, Indian style, which created that intimate space with them, which created a safe space. But you also created a safe space with them going into the closet. I'm talking about all the great things that you've done as a mom already. I don't even know if you even knew what you were doing at the time, but it has created a bond between you and your children. The other thing that you did was, I'm going to tell you the truth to the best of my ability. I'll try to explain it to you. And for children to know that you're honest with them, that also creates a safe space. So what I'm walking away with a lot of all that you said is that you made it a point to create a safe space for you and your children to walk through this together. Howbeit on their level, there were certain things that they don't understand. But I mean, let me applaud you, girl. Let me applaud you. Seriously.
Thank you.
Because you are raising some little men, some young men, and they are, I mean, they are the best. Seriously, they are. They are so well behaved, so polite. They are I'm saying little gentlemen. They're 7, but they're 17 and 27 and 37. I mean, they will, and the logic that they have, I'm like, these kids have been here before.
Yes.
I know I said that in front of them one time. I can't remember if I was talking to you or your mom, who said, these kids have been here before. And one of them said, we haven't been here before. And I was like,
yeah.
You have. You don't know what I'm talking about, but you have. But they are well-mannered children. But they are inquisitive and they ask questions. And I can appreciate that because you have taken the time to talk to them and to educate them on what's happening in their life. So they don't, and like you said, kids can feel things. So they don't feel like things are out of control. And then that's when they try to grab onto things that may not be healthy in order to find stability. But I think you have done a fantastic job of creating that safe place for them. And kids do need that. So
right. This just the other day, I'll share this little snippet. Asher, he wrote something. I had a notebook, and I'm a writer, and nowadays, your girl getting a little busy, so I'm always writing in a notebook. So I flipped to this page, and I'm like, I read it, and it says, my mom always pushes me. So I said, hold on now, I ain't never pushed him. I said, I'm gonna flip that page. We're gonna talk about that when I pick him up. So when I got him, I said, hey, what's this? Because this how I talk to mine, I'm sure in the back of their head they be saying, my mom do the most, but he said, oh no, mom, I didn't mean like you push me. I was like, whoo, because don't be telling people that, because I
know, right?
But he said, no, I was saying you always push me, like you encourage me. Like, okay. So, we had a little heart to heart because it went from ham to okay.
Right.
And so for me, when I hear them say stuff like that, or the other one tell me that I'm I don't even think I told my sister this, but he told me I was a sexy fox. And, I just, I said, well,
I love
you could think of no other animal. It had to be, he was like, well, mom, your hair. Thanks. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's just the things they say to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm doing something right. So yeah, it's those little reminders where I'm like, okay, all right.
Love that. We are going to wrap things up. Also, give me your and well, I'll let you announce that. Anyway, let me just talk about what we briefly talked about. We are here talking to Altomesha Peoples. We ask that you share this broadcast because people who have not been on, we want to give them an opportunity to get the information as well. We are talking about Girl Get Up, which is a organization that she has really just spearheaded, and she's behind it. Join the AE Incorporation Facebook page. That's where you will find a lot of the information and all of the updates that you need to know. And for those of you who are interested in being a part of this class, it's a 15-week course, and it's called Girl Come On and Get Up, or Girl Come On, Get Up, 15-week course. And she's talking about people who have gone through divorce and separation and things of that nature. But I'm telling you, some of the topics that you talked about, they would be good for anybody really looking at who am I, a place of forgiveness. And it's like, basically almost like hold me. I'm not saying your titles correctly, but basically hold me back because I'm about to pounce on somebody and get fisticuffs, that, right? A lot of people are interested in how they can register. Well, here is how you register. You go to info@girlcomeongetup.com, or you call that number 803-613-2531. You can always go to the Facebook page and the information is there. Join AE Incorporation. And she also has office space. We talked about that earlier. Her office is on Central Avenue. And the classes start on June the 26th. That's the first day of class. The deadline to register is June the 20th. So make sure you get in contact with her in one way or another so that you can be a part of what is happening. What do you want to say?
Let me just give a shout out to Elephant in the Room. Elephant in the Room Counseling Services is where my office is. I actually had therapy because I'm not ashamed, at Elephant in the Room. And so Elephant in the Room has partnered with AE Incorporation. And so that's where the office is, that's where the space is. And you guys come see me. And I guess, do you want to, before we go, maybe give a couple of minutes if someone has a question? I can answer it.
Sure.
But make sure you guys like, share, tell your mom, auntie, sister, brother, all of them, tell all of them, and tell them about the page so they can join and share. And there was something else I was going to say.
That's good. I'm coming back to some of the comments you guys have put up. I guess there's kind of a delay, but we appreciate the comments. So if you do have questions about anything that you can connect with as far as Girl Get Up is concerned or AE Incorporated is concerned, please put it in the chat or make sure you go and visit the different ways that you can connect. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure we get all of these on here.
There they are. Yes, and if you need other therapy services, please contact Elephant in the Room Counseling Services. We will be at your need. They don't pay me for promo, but I will continue to do promo for Elephant in the Room Counseling. Yeah. So yes, Vivian and Ben Ross. In the words of me, Mom, because that's what I say. She probably like, she doing the most, but that's me. I know what I was going to say. You guys have my number. Don't call after a certain time.
Don't call after what?
Don't call after a certain time.
Don't call after business hours. You're done at what? 5, 6 o'clock? What? 9 to 5?
7 after 7.
9 to 7. Okay, 9 to 7. Don't call after 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
But you guys, I mean, we're excited, and just go over briefly some of the topics that you mentioned just as we're wrapping up. Some of the topics that you're going to cover in this 15-week course.
Yes. Girl, who am I? Girl, brighter days are coming. Girl, how do I get these body parts jiggling? Now 2 of these weeks we're going to one of the weeks will come out of the office and go somewhere. Now that I'm not telling, but and then the other one is like something up my sleeve because I'm always doing something. But but this involves other individuals, so I'm super excited. Girl, you want me to do what? Forgive? Yes, ma'am. And girl, am I tripping? How did I get here? Girl, where do I start? Girl, this still hurts. Girl, who is here for me? Just
all of the cycles that you go through as you're trying to process and get back on your feet and rediscover who you are. I think this is phenomenal, and we are so proud of you. Thank you so much for being obedient. And even though you've turned your lemons into lemonade, not everybody's at that point. And so I love the fact that you are reaching back to help those who are coming behind you and to help them be able to stand on their own. And then at the end of this 15-week course, everybody, when you sign up, there's a huge trip that's happening afterwards. So just make sure you guys get in contact with Altomesha. Make sure you get in contact with AE Incorporation. Join that Facebook page. I can't stress that enough. Also, get that phone number and that email address so that you can get information that you need. And lastly, the thing that I want to say is thank you for the opportunity to share this, not just on my platform, but your platform. It didn't start out like that, but God knew
it
that.
did not. Yes, we had a tough time, but we got on here though.
We got on. And
before,
I believe that the message that you have in your heart is so special. And so thank you for sharing it with all of us, being vulnerable. First day of class, June 26th. Last day of registration is June the 20th. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So along with AE Incorporation is we got so excited with the course, but there's the course, and then I'm also doing coaching. So you can book me individually for coaching. We can do a 15-minute consultation and see if you want to continue with me. And then from there, we'll talk about how many sessions. You don't get nothing done in one session, but if I promise, if you rock with me, I will make sure balance, because balance is big. You tend to be all over the place. So, but there's coaching, there's a 15-week course. And then if you know someone that's looking, or that even wants to book me for speaking engagements, I'm doing that too. This is me tapping into something different. That's right. Yeah, tapping into something different, but I only know how to be me. So if you're gonna book me to speak at this engagement, you're gonna have all of me. you're gonna take me as me. But yes, I'll be open for speaking engagement. So if it's like a conference or a event or whatever the case may be, then you can also go on the website and put your information in that contact list, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, you mentioned it, and I wasn't going to mention. I was going to let you. You mentioned the website. Let's talk about that before we disconnect.
Okay, so the website is up and running. OMG, y'all! I was crying. I think my sister seen it first. I was like, "Look, that."
Tell us the name of the website. Where can we find it?
The website is called, oh my gosh, www.girlcomeongetup.com. Make sure you go on there and tell me what you think. Take a screenshot and put it on the page. Let the people see. Send the people to the page. Tell me what you think, and I will post something on my social media platform when we get off of this live. But I can't wait for you guys to see it. And it was up earlier, and I was like, okay, we ain't gonna say nothing till it's done, because I need y'all to pay attention to this and not be on there looking at the site. But now you can go in there and look. Tell me what you think. Super excited.
And when they go to your website, what will they find?
Greatness. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm not playing. No, but they'll be able to contact me. They'll be able to read load of different sections that's on there. There's something about coaching. But with whatever service you need, you'll be able to reach out to me on there.
And they can also get information about your 15-week course there.
So the 15-week course, so I haven't uploaded everything, but there is small information about the course there. In about a week, you'll be able to actually go and sign up. But if you know you want to sign up and you want more information, you can reach out to me. Send me an email, call my phone. You can reach out to me and we'll talk about it. But yeah, because I just want to make sure everything is. But there is a workbook, so all of those things are go along with the course, and that's included.
Yay! So go to the website, everybody. It is up and running. It is hot. We are so excited. You got your Facebook page. You're doing this live as the launch. You've got your office space. You've got your email address. You've got your phone number. You've got your first day of class set. I should have been putting all this up. I was saying the first day of class set for June the 26th. Registration ends the June the 20th. And you've got your website to bring it all together. Girl, come on and getup.com. Well, we applaud you.
Thank you. Okay, wait. I can let's see.
Congratulations.
You gotta go on the website. That's all they get. You just get a little snippet. That's it.
Okay, now you're making me want to go. Okay, go to it in a second. Anything you want to say lastly that either we didn't cover or just something, any closing words that you want to say to those who are watching this?
So besides come and rock with your girl, besides that, there is not enough support for something so traumatic. And I want to be here to help. I will tell you that where I see this going is it's so big. It's so big and bigger than what I can imagine or think. I have seen it. It's going to go really, really far. I just want to help the whole world, and I'm going to do it one way or another. And it won't end here in Augusta. I will be able to reach and touch people all over the world. And I want you guys to know you are not by yourself. If you are in this position, you're not by yourself. I am here to help. And if you can see who I used to be and see where I'm at now, you can get to that point. And I'm only a phone call away. And I love each and every one of you. Like people that have, like I said, I call them my angels that have helped me along the way. I just want to say thank you because I wouldn't be the woman I am today if it wasn't for you. A lot of the tears and picking me up off the floor, whatever the case may be, I'm grateful. And I wouldn't be me and I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for you. So all the people that have prayed for me behind closed doors, thank you. Without me even knowing, thank you, because your prayers went up and they definitely did what they were supposed to do. And so a year from now, because I have crazy faith, so a year from now, you will see me. I'm gonna be on somebody's screen. It won't be this screen, it'll be other screens. And so just look out for your girl because the train gonna keep moving. So you can either wave and jump on, or you can just sit there with your arms crossed. But baby, we gonna keep moving.
Love it. Well, we are so proud of you. And so many people, you'll have to go back and look through all of the comments, but we are absolutely proud of you and all that you've done and the bravery that you're displaying by just coming out of your comfort zone and just sharing, not just with the world what you've been through, but also the tools that you've picked up along the way. And you're willing to share those tools so other people can put them in their tool belts too, so that they can be successful. So we appreciate you. We love you.
Love you too.
Let me see. Somebody put this down. You got to mark this. She said, "We ready."
One year from today. 1 year from today. Yes. Let me say this before I go to January 2024. Let's mark the date. I'm gonna give my job day 2 week notice. I'm gonna do this full time, and I'm gonna lead on people's job because that's what I say. I'm at these people's jobs. She laughing because she know that's what I say. I'm at these people's jobs. Thank you.
She's already gone to the site saying that it is beautiful. Love it. So we are all going to go to the site, but you guys go to the site, support your girl. If you know somebody that needs these services, be sure to allow them to see this interview so that they're able to kind of see what they're walking into, and send them to the website, girlcomeongetup.com. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you guys for watching and for being with us. Everybody have a great day.
Have a great day.